Welcome to this tutorial. We'll talk about today regarding hygienic advices that you can convey to your patient. This hygienic advices are part of a first session of treatment. Usually it's a group session between 3 to 8 patients, and one of the first things that you will teach them is the hygienic advices regarding anxiety. Indeed, they can, the habits of their life, their way of living can be modified, and this could have a positive impact regarding anxiety. It could decrease their everyday anxiety or even the number of their panic attacks. So, what could you teach them? First of all, to resume sport activities. Ideally, they have to resume activities, but what kind of sport? It's more cardiac. It's more training cardiac sport, like running, cycling, swimming. So not a sport related to strength, when they have to carry dumbbell, for example, but more sports which involve the heart rate. And how long do they have to practice? They have to practice, it's better to practice 12, 30 minutes or maybe more, but regularly, like for instance, 2 or 3 times a week, than to just practice for an hour and a half during the Sunday. So it's better, it's preferable to advise your patient to be regular, to be in their approach, and to practice regularly sport instead of just doing occasionally. How does it work? It's because when you practice sport, at the end of the effort, at the end of the sport activities, the brain will produce serotonin. Serotonin is a neurohormone which will decrease anxiety and which will make your patient more relaxed, more peaceful. So it's easy, and past studies have demonstrated that it could be as efficient as psychotropic drugs. So do not hesitate to advise your patient to do so. The other measure that the other advice is regarding the consumption of stimulant food or stimulant beverage. They should avoid it, which means that they should avoid smoking cigarettes. They should avoid drinking coffee, because nicotine or caffeine are an exciting property, have exciting properties, and therefore they could raise or produce an anxiety arousal. They should be avoided. They should be stopped. If your patient has some issue dealing with these, you can help him to, in fact, quit smoking using virtual reality as well, and specific protocol that we can discuss in other tutorial. And if he can't stop drinking coffee, you can ask to take a coffee devoid of any caffeine. Or you can advise them to drink green tea. It's even better. Regarding now, another topic is regarding the advices that you can also give for their daily life, is using a specific kind of light. It's better if you are exposed to sunlight. Sunlight also induce the production of serotonin and therefore decrease anxiety. So it's good if you are exposed to sunlight. You can ask them to take a walk regularly or to go to the beach. But it should be not too much, not excessive, not spending 6 hours on the beach. It will not be healthy to do so, but just half an hour or 1 hour walking in the sunlight, and it also decreases the anxiety. It's the same thing with light bulb. The bulb should be 2,700 degree Kelvin. This is the good light temperature, because if it's cool white, it could increase anxiety. But if your patient use light bulb of 2700 degrees Kelvin, then it's more warm, so it's warm white light bulb, and it's better. So they should have warm white light bulb and avoid very cool, cold white, which increase anxiety. Regarding the sleep, you can advise them to sleep at a very precise time, at a regular time, every day. It could be very late in the night. If they choose to go to sleep every night at 1 a.m., well, they could, but it should be each night 1 a.m., not 1 a.m. this night, 3 a.m. the other night, 11 p.m. the other night. It's not good. Always the same time. If they have trouble sleeping, you can advise them to listen to meditation recording that you can also find on internet, or that you can record yourself using a microphone, which I advise. It's better if you can hear your voice, the voice of a therapist, or relaxation technique that they can hear, and this will help them slowly travel to the country of dreams. Now, regarding eating, well, what is advisable is that they eat dessert. Yes, I say dessert. So cakes, I don't know, donuts, cheesecake, omiji manju, or shemidze, or turo rudi, etc. Because it's the same idea. By eating dessert, they will increase the serotonin in their brain, which will have relaxing effects. So I do not say that they have to use to eat a whole cake. They will be obese. It will not help no one. But they should eat a small part of dessert at each meal, and this will be helpful for anxiety. Now, the last thing that you should advise your patient is to have make love also on a regular basis. So not only sport, as we have evoked just before, but also make love on a regular basis. Why? Because when one feels orgasm, it will produce the secretion of the oxytocin. Oxytocin is a specific neurohormone which also have calming properties, and these calming properties can last for 1 week. Yes, 1 whole week. That's why we advise a patient to make love at least once a week. This will be good for their pleasure, but also good regarding anxiety, because it will decrease the susceptibility to anxiety. If you can also, for having fun, you can also give them a prescription for making love once a week for their partner, so they will be convinced. And at last, they can also do this alone if they are single. It's exactly the same effect. So they can masturbate. I was searching the word. Great. So with all this, there will be even this starting measure could be enough to decrease significantly the anxiety. So that's quite useful. Well, I will see you in the next video. For the treatment, in the meantime, take care in the ocean of reality.